Good morning, student. This is MSc First Physics, Semester Second, Atoms and Molecule, Paper Second. Now, in last lecture, we have to discuss the revision of atom. Now, in this lecture, we have to discuss the revision of hydrogen atom. What is meant by hydrogen atom? The hydrogen atom consists of a single negatively charged electron that moves about a positive charged proton. The hydrogen atom theory, proposed by Niels Bohr, a Danish physicist, in 1913, he marked the beginning of a new era in atomic structure and spectroscopy. Bohr's theory provided the satisfactory explanation of the Lyman series, Balmer series, and Paschen series of hydrogen atom and the Pickering series of ionized helium. In addition, he calculated the Rydberg constant on the basis of purely theoretical consideration. In short, this theory gave a physical meaning to the experimental discovery that the frequency of spectral lines is given by the difference between two terms. Two terms means first one is ground term and second one is excited term. This is the diagram of Bohr's circular orbit. The diagram, this is the circular orbit. This is proton plus E or ZE. This is the centrifugal force. This is the velocity of electron. This is electron. M is the mass of the electron and R is the radius of the electron. The electrons are revolving around the nucleus. Okay, we have to discuss it in last lecture. In Bohr modified the Rutherford model by using the Planck's quantum theory of radiation. He assumed that the hydrogen atom consists of a stationary nucleus. Nucleus means protons at the center of atom whose mass is 1836 times mass of electron. A single electron revolves around the stationary nucleus. According to the Planck's quantum theory, energy is radiated and absorbed in whole multiple of an elementary quantum of energy. The energy is h nu. This is the equation 1. H is the Planck's constant, nu is the angular momentum. Here nu is the frequency or angular momentum of the emitted or absorbed radiation, and h is the Planck's constant. The value of h is 6.625 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second. This quantum of energy is called photon. Bohr's theory is based on the following three postulates. We are the familiar of these three postulates. Then first one is first postulate. In first postulate, Bohr's first assumption was that an electron revolves in certain allowed circular orbit about the nucleus under the action of Coulomb force. The force of attraction between the electron of charge E and the nucleus of charge ZE is given by the formula is F is the force, Coulomb force. F is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into ZE square upon R square. This is equation number 2, where E is the electron nuclear distance, Z is the atomic number, and value is the hydrogen atomic number is 1. That's why Z is equal to 1 for hydrogen, and epsilon naught is the permittivity of free space. The force given by the equation 2, capital F, is equal to the centripetal force mv square upon A. We have discussed the A means electron nuclear distance, where v is the velocity and m is the mass of the electron. This shows in diagram. For equilibrium condition, mv square upon r is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught ZE square upon r. We have to put the force, centripetal force, the value of mv square upon r. Okay, this is equation number 3. Now which gives v square is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught ze square upon mr square. This m multiply in this term mr square. Okay, this is the equation number 4. Now the second postulate. What is the second postulate? Bohr's second assumptions for the hydrogen atom may be stated as: only those circular orbits for electrons are permitted for which the angular momentum L or vector L is equal to the integral multiple of h upon 2 pi. In equation form, vector L is equal to n into h upon 2 pi, or some books n into h cross is equal to h upon 2 pi, where n is the principal quantum number and its value is 1, 2, 3 and so on. The orbital angular momentum of an electron is given by vector L is equal to mvr. M means mass, v means velocity and r means radius of the orbit, where v is the linear velocity of the electron in an orbit. Equation 5 and 6. Equation 5 means vector L bar is equal to n into h upon 2 pi, and 6 is L bar is equal to mvr. Then left hand side are same in these two equations. Vector L gives mvr is equal to n upon 2 pi, n into h upon 2 pi. Okay, orbits permitted by the condition shown by equation 7 are called allowed orbits for electrons. These orbits are called non-radiating orbits. In these orbits, they are not radiate any energy. That is called as non-radiating orbit. Now the third postulate is statement of this postulate is: a quantum of energy is radiated only when an electron jumps from higher energy orbit to the lower energy orbit. Means electron goes to lower energy orbit to higher energy orbit, it absorbs energy, and vice versa, the electron jumps from higher energy orbit to lower energy orbit, it emits their energy in the form of heat or light. Okay, this is the meaning of third postulate. Uh, a quantum of energy is radiated only when an electron jumps from higher energy orbit to the lower energy orbit, and the frequency of emitted radiation is proportional to the difference between two energy levels. Means which one energy levels? This is ground state energy level and excited state energy level. The equation is h nu is equal to e2 minus e1. Nu is the frequency, E1 and E2 are the energies of initial as well as final state or excited state. From equation 3, what is the equation 3? mv square upon r is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into z e square upon r. Put this value in this equation. The equation is mv square is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into ze square. 1 r and this r square is 1 r is get cancelled, remaining r put in this equation. Multiplying m on both sides the above equation, then we get m square v square is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught square into ze square upon r. Okay. Equation 7 gives which one is equation 7? mvr is equal to n into h upon 2 pi. mv is equal to n upon r into h upon 2 pi. Same term will be cancelled out. Squaring on both sides in the above equation, then we get m square v square is equal to n square upon r square into h square upon 2 into 2 4 pi square. This is equation number 10. From equation 9 and 10, 9 equation is m square v square is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into z square upon r, and 10 is m square v square is equal to n square upon r square into h upon 4 pi epsilon. In these two equations, left hand sides are equal. That's why same term cancel out, and remaining term we have to write r is equal to epsilon naught n square s square upon pi m square into z. This is equation number 11. For hydrogen atom, the atomic number of hydrogen atom is 1. That's why z is equal to 1. So the radius of nth orbit is given by Rn. N means nth orbit is equal to epsilon naught n square s square upon pi m e square. Z value is 1. That's why I am not writing this. Z equation is Rn is equal to epsilon naught n square s square upon pi m e square. This is equation number 12. Where n is the principal quantum number, means their value is 1 2 3 up to infinity. Equation 12 indicates that, what is the equation 12? Rn is equal to epsilon naught n square s square upon pi m square. Indicates that Rn is directly proportional to the n square, means the radii of Bohr orbit are proportional to the square of natural numbers. Square of the natural numbers. Radius, we have give one example. Radius of first orbit means n is equal to 1 is r1 is equal to, what is the formula? R1 is equal to 0.53 into 10 to the power minus 10 is equal to 0.53 angstrom, minus 10 meter 10 to the power minus 10 meter means 1 angstrom. From equation 7 and 12, 7 equation, which one is 7? mvr is equal to n into h upon 2 pi, and equation 12 Rn is equal to epsilon naught n square s square upon pi m square. The velocity of an electron in nth orbit, means last orbit, is given by v of n is equal to e square upon 2 epsilon naught n into h. This is the velocity. Equation number 3 gives the velocity of electron in nth orbit, and equation 12 gives the radius of nth orbit in the nth orbit of the given equation, or radius of the nth orbit. Okay, this is the equation of, or revision of hydrogen atom. Thank you for your kindness.